Hello, dear students of grade 7. This is Cambridge Lower Secondary Mathematics, grade 7. This exercise 1-1. Question number 1, they say add these positive and negative integers. Before we go to add these positive and negative integers, like as you are a student in grade 7, I want you just to forget the idea of addition and subtraction. Like I want you to completely forget the idea of addition and subtraction. Don't say addition and subtraction anymore. Deal with the numbers as they have the same sign, same signs, or they have different sign. Look at your two numbers. If they have the same sign, do two steps. Step number 1, put the common sign. Step number 2, add them. Rule number 2, if they have different signs, also apply two steps. Step number 1, put the sign of the grade, and here I don't mean the grade number, I mean the grade absolute value. What I mean by the grade absolute value, it means the one that is farther from the 0. Step number 2, find the difference. Or we can say in another different way, we could say subtract. This is what I want you to do. Let's see how we could apply those two rules. But before we go to this one, remember when you have double sign, you need to change them to one sign. Like nothing called double sign. Double sign like what? Like you need to combine sign. Like if you find two sign together, like minus and minus together. If you have two minus, you change them to plus. If they are two plus, you also make them plus. And if you have plus and minus, make them minus. And if you have minus and plus, make them minus. And you need to do this before you look at your number that have the same sign or different sign, like combining the sign. Let's go and know how to apply these rules. Like question number 1. This is -3 minus 4, or -3 plus 4. When you have -3 plus 4, like you say what? -3 plus -4. So you have what? Two sign, plus and minus. We say we change them first to one sign. It's going to be what? It's going to be -3. And thus plus and minus, we say we change them to -4. Now look at your two numbers. Do they have the same signs or they have different signs? How to know the sign of a number? Look on the left of the number. Like this is 3, on the left of either is negative. This is 4, on the left of 4, there's negative. So that is mean 3 is negative and 4 negative. That means both of them, they have the same sign. Step number 1, look here. Step number 1, put the common sign, which is the same sign. Put the common sign, which is negative. Step number 2, add them, which is 7. So the answer is equals to -7. Let's go to question number B. We have 6 plus -5. Write the 6. You have plus and minus, we change them to 1 minus, which is one sign, which is -5 equal. All of us, we know 6 minus 5 since we were in grade 2. But as I've told you, like, I want you to forget about this idea. I want you just to look at them, same sign or different sign. 6, there is no sign on the left of it. That means 6 is a positive number. 5, there is a sign minus, which is mean 5 is negative number. That is mean the 6 and 5, they are different signs. Step number 1, put the sign of the greatest absolute value. Which one far from the 0? For sure 6 is more farther from the 0. So you put the sign of the 6, which is positive, and we don't write the positive sign. And then we subtract, which the answer is going to be 1. Is positive 1, or we could say just 1. Go question C, you have negative 7 plus 2. Okay, so negative 7 plus 2, 7 is negative, and 2 is positive. Those two numbers, they have different signs. Step number 1, they say put the sign of the great absolute value. Like negative 7 is great absolute value, which is mean negative 7 more farther from the 0. Or you could just look at the two numbers without sign. 7 is big, or 7 is greater. The sign of it is negative, so you put the negative sign. Step number 2, they say find the difference or subtract. Subtract 7 from 2, or 2 from 7, or find the difference between them. The difference between them is 5. So the answer is negative 5. Go question after question D is negative 5 plus 10. 5 is negative and 10 is positive. The great absolute value is 10, and the sign of it is positive because they are different signs. Positive, and then you find the difference between 10 and 5 is equal to 5. You say the answer is positive 5, or you just say it's equal what? It's just equals to 5. And that's what you know about it. Go question number 2. Don't take this as addition and don't take this as subtraction. Look at them as same sign or different sign. 4 minus 6. 4, look on the left, there is no sign. It means 4 is positive. And 6 on the left, there is minus. That means 6 is negative. Step number 1, which one is great? 6 or 4? The 6. With the sign of the 6 is negative. Then find the difference between them. It is 2. So your answer is negative 2. Look at this one, negative 6, negative 3. 6 is negative and 3 is negative. Both of them, they have the same sign. Put the same sign, which is negative, and add them together. It's going to be 9, negative 9. Look at this one. You have 1 minus minus 8. Step number 1, those two minus, you change them to one sign. It's going to be 1 plus 8. And 1 plus 8 is equals to what? Is equals to 9. Then your answer should be 9. Question number D. We have negative 5 minus minus 6. You write the negative 5 as it is. You have 2 minus, you change them to one sign, which is plus. Then you write the 6 equals. Those two numbers, they have different sign. 5 is negative, 6 is positive. The great one is the 6. So the great absolute value is the 6. The sign of it is positive, and the difference between them is 1. So the answer could be what? The answer is positive 1. Let's go to question number 3. They say complete this addition table. They ask you to add. Like you add here, 4, 2, and 4. 2 and 4, when you add them together, is equal 6, or they have the same sign. Put the same sign positive and add them, it's going to be 6. You go down, this is negative 6 and 4. When you say negative 6 and 4, go and write them. It is actually, you could say negative 6 and positive 4. They are different sign with the sign of the great absolute value, which is negative, and the difference between them is 2. So the answer here is equals what? Is equals to negative 2. Negative 2. Let's see the other question here is we have 2 and negative 5. 2 and negative 5, they are different sign. The great absolute value is 5, which is sign of it negative. The difference between them is 3. Let's go down to the other number. We have negative 6 and negative 5. Negative 6, negative 5, they have the same sign. So you put the same sign. And then you add them together, they give you 11. So negative 11. Ask you work out 20 plus negative 5. Remember, you have two signs, you combine them to one sign. It's going to be 20, and plus and minus, you change them to minus. It's 5. And then 20 minus 5, you could say positive 20 and negative 5, different sign. You put the sign of the grade, which is positive, and the difference between them is 15. Or you could say just 20 minus 5 is equals 15. This one, negative 10, as it is, plus minus, you change them to one sign, is minus, then 15. Then the two number, 10 is negative, 15 is negative. You put the negative sign and you add them to give you 25. Go to this question, negative 2 plus negative 13. 2 is negative. Then you have plus and minus. You change them to one sign, which is minus, and 13. Then the 2 is negative and 13 is negative. You put the negative sign and you add them. I'll give you what? Negative 15. Question number D. We have negative 3 plus 20. 3 is negative, 20 is positive. The sign of the grade is positive. And the difference between them or subtract is equals to what? Is equal to 17. Here we go. Let's go question number 5. They ask you work out. You have 20 minus negative 5. We already mentioned before, when we have double sign, we combine them. So 20. When we have minus, minus, we make it plus 5. And that's equals to what? It's equal to 25. Let's go. This one is negative 10, as it is. Minus, minus, it will be plus. And it will be plus 15. And when you have negative 10, plus 15, 10 is negative, and 15 is positive. You put the sign of the great one, which is 15 positive, and the difference between them is 5. So it's positive 5, or you just write 5. Question number C. 2 is negative, you write as it is negative 2. The 13, there is double sign. You change them to one side, is plus 13. Now we look, 2 is negative, 13 is positive. You put the sign of the great one is 13, the sign of it positive. The difference between them, or subtract, 13 minus 2 is equal to 11. You could say positive 11, or you could just write 11. No more unknownness. Look here, this negative 3 and negative 20. 3 is negative and 20 is negative. When they are both of them negative, you put the negative sign and you add them. It's going to be negative 23. Let's go for more practice. And this is question number 6. They say fill in the missing number. 8 plus number equal 1. So the number getting is smaller. When you are adding, a number getting is smaller, so this will be a negative number. So this will be what? 8 plus negative 7. 8 plus negative 7. Or you can use math fact. Whenever 8 plus this number give you 1, that means the 1 minus the 8 will give you this number. B, negative 6, negative 3. The answer is positive, so this answer here should be positive number. And a number that bigger than negative 3, which is going to be what? It's going to be 6. To be negative 3 plus the 6 equal to positive 3. Let's go question number C. We have negative 10, and the answer is still negative. That means we have a positive number, the absolute value of it less than the absolute value of negative 10. Which means, like this number should be a positive number, which is 4. So to give you a negative 6. This number is positive, and the answer is negative. So that means you have a negative number here. This negative number here should be like giving you what? Giving you negative 5. That means this is negative 10. Because negative 10 and positive 5 give you a negative 5. They say fill in the missing numbers. Which number minus 3 give you 6? It's actually, this is easy. As long as the answer is positive, so the big number should be positive. So this is 9. And here, we said number minus 3 give you a negative 1. So this number should be smaller because the answer is negative. So this will be 2 minus 3 is equals to negative 1. Here, the number answer is positive. So this number should be, the bigger one should be positive. It's going to be 5. The answer is negative. So the bigger number should be what? Should be negative, or we could say what? It is negative 3, because the two numbers, when they are negative, they also give us negative. So negative 3 and minus 3 will give us negative 6. They ask you to estimate the answers to these questions by rounding to the nearest integer. Nearest integer, it means we need to nearest whole number, nearest whole integer, like no decimal point. This one will be negative 6 plus 10, and that's equals 4, as we mentioned before. Let's go with this one. It's going to be what? Is equals to 7.88. Gonna give you 8 when you round it. And this minus minus should be plus. And this will give you 9. And that's equals to 17. Go to the question after that. Negative 11.3 is just going to be negative 11. Plus minus is going to be one sign, which is minus. And this is 8.8 is going to be 9. And both of them are negative. So you put the negative sign and you add them. It's negative 20. Let's go question number 3 with the same understanding. This will be 12 when you round it to this whole. Then minus 6, which is equal to 6. Remember, in rounding, when they ask you round, look at the first digit of the decimal point. If it is 5 and more, add 1 and then drop the decimal point. Less than 5, just drop the decimal point without adding anything to the integer. Estimate the answers of this question by rounding the numbers. Here, they're rounding these numbers. Numbers has 2 digits. You round to the nearest 10. Like negative 28, you say is equals to negative 30. Minus 50. Both of them are negative. Say negative 80. Number B, with the same understanding. Rounds. First one is 514. Rounds to only one significant figure, which is going to be what? 500. Plus minus is going to be one sign, which is minus. This will be 300. And the answer is equal to 200. Let's go to the one after with the same understanding. This number will be negative 900. Minus minus, make it plus 100. And that's equals, the great one is negative, so put the negative. And then find the difference is equal to 800. For a question after, this is going to be negative 60. Plus minus is going to be one side, which is minus. It's going to be what? 30. And the answer is equal negative 90. Question number 10. They say two integers add up to 2. One of the integers is 8. What are the other integers? We need to know 8 plus which number? Give us 2. The 8 is decreased. That means the other number should be a negative number. So the other number should be negative 6. Because 8 and negative 6, they give you positive 2. Question number 11. When you subtract one integer from another integer, the answer is 3. One integer is 1. Find the other one. Okay, when we say one integer is 1, find the other one. You need to understand you are subtracting. So you're subtracting 1. Okay, they say what? You subtract integer from another thing, the answer is -3. One of them is 1. So you need to understand. Like you have got actually like two options. Like either it is what? It is 1 minus -2, and that's give you what? Give you 3. So the other integer can be what? Can be -2. Because when I say 1 minus -2 will give you 3. Or the other integer could be what? Could be 4. Because 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So you have two possible answers. Like either say 1 minus -2 is equal to 3, or the other one is 4 minus 1, which is also is equal to 3. Well, let's go question number 12. They say here are 6 integers: -5, -3, -2, 3, 4, and 5. They say use each integer once to complete these additions. Like we say, the number plus number will give you 1. Like you need to understand those 1, like either you say 0, but you don't have zeros here, then show all the possible answers that they could give you 1. This possible answer that you could give you 1, it is what? It is -5 plus 4 will give you 1. Or negative, sorry, is what's called -5. No, it's going to be what is called 3 plus -2. 3 plus -2 give you 1, and 4 plus -3 will give you 1. You don't have -4, that's why we don't apply it. So for this one, you have got two options. Like you need to choose one of them. This one or this one. Let's see, when we say -5, we need +6. No. -3, you need +4. He has to give you 1. -2, we need +3, give you 1. Okay, those options. Now we have -2. Let's see -2. -2, like for the -5, you add to it 3. For the -3, you need 1, you don't have it. For the -2, you need 0, you don't have it. Okay, then you don't have -4. So you'd say -4. So we have only what? -5 plus 3 to give you -2. Let's say two of them, they give us 3. So -5 needs 2. No way. But -5 will not give you 3. Then we have the 1, or the bigger one is positive because this is 3. So it should be 5 plus -2. 5 plus -2 will give us 3. Then 4, no chance. For 3, no chance. So for this one, only one option. You can say here's what? It is 5 plus -2. After you write this one, because I ask you to choose each one of them once, so cancel the 5 and cancel the -2 because you're not going to use them again. This one, we said also we have only one option, which is -5 plus 3. Also, as long as you have them, You can go and cancel them. This is -5. Cancel it. And this +3. Cancel it. So here we'll be left only with what? With 4 and negative. So here is your option. And here how you work your answers. Like for each one, find all the options and then you can take them out. Let's go to the question after 13. You say copy and complete. It is plus. This is 3 and this is 5. So this must be 2. Plus 2 and 3 will give you 5. And this one should be, okay, this is 1. And this is 3. So this number here should be what? Should be -2. So you could get 1. Let's go now for this one. This is 2 and this is -2. So this number here should be what? Should be -4. Because -4 and +2 will give us -2. And that's it. Let's say this subtraction table shows 3 minus 6 is equal to -3. Copy and complete the table. Okay, so then I say 3 minus -4. When we say 3 minus -4 for this one first one, it's going to be 3 minus -4. And when we say 3 minus -4, it's going to be 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7. So this one here is 7. And the one down here, just do the same thing. -3 minus -4. And this equal to -3 plus 4. And -3 plus 4 will give you 1. So this is 1. This answer will be what? Will be 1. Let's go for this one here. This is -3 minus 6. Of course, it's going to be -3 minus 6. And that's equals to -9. So this answer here is -9. We say 3 minus which number give us 1? 3 minus 2 for sure. Because 3 minus 2 will give us 1. -3 minus 2. When I say -3 minus 2, this will give you -5. So this question here is what? It is -5. This is how you complete the table or the subtraction table. Let's go question number 15. They say copy and complete this addition parameter. Let's see. They say -3 and 4, they give you 1. And then 1 and -2, I would say they give you what? They give you a -1. And 4 with which number give you a -2? So 4 with -6 will give you a -2. Remember, please, like when I say 4 with a number, give you a -2, that means the great absolute value should be negative. This number, like this, is -1, and it gives you a -4. So this number should be also what? Also negative. So will be what? Will be -3. Because -3 and -1 will give us -4. What about this number here? This is 1. It is the sum of those two, 6 and -3, which is equals to 3. And the top here, which is the sum of 4 and -4 and 3, which is going to be -1. This addition pyramid is more difficult than the pyramid in question 13. This one. It's a copy and complete the pyramid. Explain how you worked out the missing numbers. Okay. Like my number on top here is giving me negative. So like the result of those, I mean this number and this number, they must give me -6. I'm looking for two numbers, they give me -6. You could choose like both of them to be negative or the great one to be negative. Like if you would like to choose both of them to be negative, like you could say -5 and -1. Or you can choose what? -4 and -4 and -2. -2. Or you could say -3 and -3. If you would like both of them to be negative, so to could give you -6. Other chance or other way is like to choose the great one to be negative. Like it could say what? Like let's choose only one digit for each one of them. Like we could say -9 and 6 and 3. Because -9 and 3 give us -6. Or -8 and 2. Or -7 and 1. So which option would you like to use? Anyone will work. It doesn't make difference at all. Let's see, like we choose one of them. But remember, those two must give work over here. Like what? Like if I say this is -4, like should be 5, and this number give me -4. 5 and which number give you -4? 5 and -9. That's why you need to solve this question or this one first. -9 give you -4. And 3 and -9 give you -6. So it's not gonna work. So this option, no chance for it. If you choose this one, -2, this should be -7. This should be -7. Because -7 and +5 give you -2. And -7 and 3 give us -4. Now this one is great. You can use it. Let's see if we choose, for example, like what? Another than -7. If we choose here, for example, like -8. I know -8 and 5, -8 and 5 will give me -3. But -8 and 3 will give you a negative what? Give you a -5. Then -5 and -3 is not going to give you a -6. So this doesn't work. If you choose this one to be what? Choose it to be, for example, like, let's say -3. But here you don't want 0 because -3 and 3 is going to be 0 and this doesn't work. So you could choose another answer, could be a -4. -4 and 5 will give you 1. And -4 and 3 will give you -1. It's not going to work. So, like this one of the best possible choice, like to be -7. So here they give you -2 and here give you -4. That's all for today. Enjoy. See you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and to other like. And thank you.